Hello viewers, welcome to UN Digital class. In my previous lecture, I have already discussed about the min max algorithm. Now, in this lecture, I am going to discuss about the alpha beta pruning. Now, first of all, what is alpha beta pruning? Alpha beta pruning is nothing but it is the advanced version of min max algorithm. That means this alpha beta pruning algorithm overcomes the limitations of min max algorithm. The most important limitation of min max algorithm is that this algorithm takes more time for developing the game which has huge number of branching factor like chess game. This alpha beta pruning algorithm takes less time to develop the games which has larger number of branching factor like chess game. In this algorithm there are two parameters, one is the alpha, another one is the beta, and this alpha parameter is used to select the maximum value, that is it works like a maximizer, and here the beta parameter is used to select the minimum value, that means here beta works like a minimizer. Here in alpha beta pruning algorithm, one condition is that alpha is greater than equal to beta. When these conditions satisfied, then our algorithm prune the subtree or eliminate the subtree or eliminate the nodes. How this condition works, I will explain in our example. Now, in this algorithm there is also some other conditions, that is first one is that here the max value or the alpha value will be updated by the maximizer only, and the beta value will be updated by the minimizer. And the other condition is that this alpha beta value moves from upper node to the lower node, but the node value, that is the utility value, which moves from the lower node to the upper node. How all these conditions are applied in our alpha beta pruning algorithm? Take one example. In this example, first of all we have to take one game tree. Now, here A is the initial node. From A there is two subtree or there is two successor, one is the B, another one is the C. From B node I am taking another two successor, that is D, then next one is E. Here from C there is also two successor, that is F and G. Now from this I am taking the terminal nodes. Suppose D has two terminal nodes which has value 3 and 4. Here E has two terminals which has value, that is 1, another one is 2. Here I am taking F which has two terminals and the values were 1 then 9. Now here this initial node is the maximizer turn, that means here I am taking max, then next turn is minimizer, that means here min, then again here max turn, then these are the terminals. Suppose maximizer takes the first turn and it has the worst initial value, that is minus infinity. That means alpha equal to minus infinity, and the next term is minimizer, and minimizer has the worst initial value, that is plus infinity, which is the value of beta, that is equal to infinity. Now first of all we initialize this alpha beta value to our initial node, which means at this point the alpha value is minus infinity and the beta value is plus infinity. Since our alpha beta pruning follows the DFS like the min max algorithm, that means here we first move from node A to node B. When we move from node A to node B, only the alpha beta value will pass. That means at node B, alpha equal to minus infinity, beta equal to infinity. Now from B we move to the node that is D. Here when we move from B to D, the alpha value is minus infinity and beta value is plus infinity. When we reach at this point, then we check our terminals, because at this point we reach our terminals. Here you also remember that at the maximizer turn only the alpha value will be updated. That means here at the node D, this is the turn of maximizer. That means at this point the alpha value will be updated. For updating this alpha value, first of all you compare the initial value with the first terminal value. Here I am taking step 1 for node D. For node D, the alpha value will be updated. For this, alpha equal to max of minus infinity comma 3. That means here I am comparing the initial value of alpha with the first terminal, and here I am taking the max function, because for node D this is the maximizer term which is equal to 3. That means here the alpha value will be updated as 3, that is alpha equal to 3. Then again when we update alpha value, after that we check the condition. What is the condition? The condition is that alpha is greater than equal to beta. This condition will be checked. Now check this condition. Here alpha is greater than beta does not satisfy, because alpha is 3, beta value is infinity. That means this condition does not satisfy for the node D. When this condition does not satisfy, then we check this alpha value with the next terminal value. Here the next terminal value is 4. That means again we check or update the alpha value by this max of 3 comma 4, which is equal to 4. That means here the alpha value is now updated, that is 4. After updating the alpha value for the node D, then we place the node value or the utility value for the node D. How to find out the utility value for node D? Here you check the maximum value from their terminals. Here the terminal, one terminal value is 3, another terminal value is 4, and the maximum value is 4. That means the node value for D is 4. From node D, now we start backtracking. That means from here we move to the node B. When we move from node D to node B, that means here we backtrack. When we backtrack, the node value will pass. That means this 4 value will pass to the node B. Now the node B has the utility value or the node value which is 4. After placing this 4 value at node B, now this B node is the minimizer term. That means here at B, the beta value will be updated. How can you update the beta value? Here you check the initial value of beta with the node value or utility value. That means for node B, now I am taking step 2. In step 2 for node B, here the node B is the minimizer term, that means the beta value will be updated. Beta equal to, here I am taking the minimization function, that is mean, and compare the value, that is the initial value of beta and the node value of B. Now from this the minimum value is 4. That means here the beta value is updated to 4. When the beta value is updated, then you check this condition, alpha greater than equal to beta is satisfied or not. Now check here, alpha value is minus infinity, beta value is 4. That means when we check the condition alpha greater than equal to beta and alpha value is minus infinity and beta value is 4, that means this condition does not satisfy. If this condition does not satisfy, then we check the right subtree. Now from B we move to the node E. When we move from the node B to node E, then it takes or it will pass the alpha beta value. Now at node E the alpha value is minus infinity and the beta value is 4. Look at here, at node E this is the maximizer term. That means at this point the alpha value will be updated and the node value of E will be calculated from these terminal nodes. First of all we check or update the alpha value. Now take the step 3 for node E. The alpha equal to max of, first we take the initial value of alpha which is equal to minus infinity, then we compare with the first terminal of this node which value is 1, which is equal to 1. That means from minus infinity to 1 the maximum value is 1. Now this alpha value is updated to 1. After updating this alpha value, then again we check the condition. The condition is that alpha greater than equal to beta. Now here alpha value is 1 and beta value is 4, which means our condition does not satisfy. Here our condition does not satisfy means again we check the next terminal node for updating the alpha value. Now check the next terminal node, that means here alpha equal to max of 1 comma 2 which is equal to 2. That means here the alpha value is updated as 2. Here you must find out the node value for node E. Now look at here, the node value for node E is 2 because from 1 and 2 the maximum value is 2. After updating the node value at node E, then you backtrack to node B and from node B you backtrack to node A. Now here from node B we backtrack to node A. When we backtrack to node A, we take this node value to this node. That means here node A, the node value is 4. Now at node A, this is the maximizer term. That means at this point the alpha value will be updated. Now for updating the alpha value, I am taking the step 4 for node A. Here alpha equal to max of, take the initial value of alpha which is minus infinity, compare with this node value which is 4, that is equal to 4. That means here the alpha value is updated as 4. After updating the alpha value, again we check the condition. The condition is that alpha is greater than equal to beta. Here alpha is 4 and beta is infinity. That means this condition does not satisfy. If this condition does not satisfy, then we check for the right subtree. Now from A we move to the node C. When we move the node A to node C, the alpha beta value will pass. Now at node C the alpha value is 4 and beta value is infinity. Again look at node C. at node C this is the minimizer term. That means at node C the beta value will be updated. For updating the beta value, then we move this alpha beta value to the node F. Now at node F, alpha equal to 4, beta equal to infinity. Now here at node F, alpha value equal to 4 and beta value equal to infinity, and this node F is the maximizer term. That means at this point we can update the alpha value, and for updating this alpha value, first of all we check this value with its terminal value. Now take the next step, that is step 5. Here in step 5, first of all we update the alpha value. That means alpha equal to, here you take the maximizer function because this is the maximizer term. That means alpha equal to max of the initial value of alpha, which is 4, then compare with the terminals, which is 1, and the value is equal to 4. That means here the alpha value remain 4. Now we check the condition. The condition is that alpha greater than equal to beta. Now here the alpha value is 4 and beta value is infinity. That means this condition does not satisfy. If this condition does not satisfy, then we check the next terminal. Here the next terminal contains 9. Suppose I am taking this value as 3. Here I am changing this value because if I am taking 3, then we can easily find out the alpha beta value for which the condition satisfied, and we can put this subtree. Now here suppose this node or this terminal value is 3. That means now we compare this value with our alpha value. Again alpha equal to max of 4, 3, which is equal to 4. That means here the alpha value remains same, that is 4. But what is the node value for F? Here the node value for F is, that is the maximum value of terminal. Here look at these two value 1 and 3. From these two value the maximum value is 3. That means for node F the utility value is 3. But here the alpha value remains same, that is equal to 4, because at this point or at this node there is no larger value than 4. So that the alpha value remains 4. But here the node value is 3, because for node F the terminal value is 1 and 3, and from these two value the maximum value is 3. So that our utility value for node F is 3. Now after updating the node value, then backtracking. That means from node F to move node C. When we backtrack, we pass the node value. That means this 3 value is passed to this. Here the node C value is 3. Now look at the node C. This node C is the minimizer term. That means at this point we update the beta value. For updating the beta value, you check the initial value of beta with the node value. That means take step 6. At step 6, beta equal to mean of initial value is infinity, then the node value is 3 equal to 3, which is equal to 3. That means here beta value is updated to 3. After updating the beta value, again we check the condition, that is alpha greater than equal to beta. Now here alpha is 4 and beta is 3. That means this condition satisfied. If this condition satisfied, then our algorithm does not check the right subtree. It directly eliminates the right subtree. Here our algorithm eliminates this subtree without checking the node or the terminals. This is the complete process of alpha beta pruning. Always you remember that in alpha beta pruning, first of all you have to initialize the alpha beta value, that alpha is the minus infinity and beta is the plus infinity. After initializing this initial value of alpha beta, then you go to the depth of the tree, because this algorithm also follows the DFS, depth first search. For this reason, first of all we go to the depth to reach the terminal nodes, like the min max algorithm. When you go to the depth node, at this point you pass the alpha beta value from one node to another node. But when we backtrack, then you pass the node value. At each node, for node D, when you find out the node value or when you update the alpha value, after that you check the condition, that is alpha greater than equal to beta or not. After checking this condition, if this condition satisfied, then we can directly eliminate the right subtree of our node. Otherwise, we check the right subtree for updating the corresponding value. This is the main goal of our alpha beta pruning, and this is the advantages of alpha beta pruning from the min max algorithm. Because in min max algorithm, every time we check the individual terminals, which takes more time. But now look at here in alpha beta pruning, when we check this condition alpha greater than beta, then if this condition satisfied, then we can directly eliminate our right subtree or right node, which is the most important factor of our alpha beta pruning algorithm. If you have any doubt in alpha beta pruning, then you can write me in comment box. I will reply you and discuss about your doubt. Thank you for watching.